Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another Sunday episode of Full Metal Classic. I am your host, Cameron, the conductor Holzman, and we have got a group of, unfortunately, only 4 guys here today. One of our competitors had to drop out at the last minute, and we could not find a replacement. So we're going to be working with just these 4. So our first round might not really matter at all because they're all going to make it out of it. But we're going to go one by one and introduce these guys and get to know them a little bit. So James, you've been playing for a little while. You're back again. How's it going?
I'm doing great. I need revenge on last week because I got my win stolen by John Mariano. So let's try not let that happen again.
Absolutely. In our Halloween spooktacular because puns. Up next, we have Adam Collins. I believe this is Adam's actually only second time playing in Classic, and his first time he came in, dominated, and won that match. Adam, how you doing?
Shit.
I'm happy to be here. I'm really excited to play another game. I hated having to wait 4 weeks because win or lose, this is a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And we have Antonio, is it the Midnight Marauder?
I'm actually going with either that or Assassin. I don't know. I'm weighing my options, but I think possibly Assassin.
All right. Either way, whatever the nickname is, we've got Antonio Chavez here. Antonio, how's it going?
It's going good. I think last time I was on here was a win, so I also had trouble waiting, but hoping to get that second win today.
Absolutely. And we have another returning winner just from, I believe, only 1 week ago, Mr. Ryan, the Real Ordeal O'Regan. Ryan, how's it going?
Cameron, it's going pretty good. It's nice to see a whole crew of people that I haven't played up against, always liking the new experiences. It's weird to have that new winner or recent winner just in front of everything. It's like, oh, can't believe it. Yeah, Spence, I see the hand going up.
Hey, so since you guys have already won a match, can I just take the win this week and just balance it all out so we can come into this, even?
This is going to be interesting because we have 3 people who all have 1 win or are fighting for that second. We've got James desperately trying to stop them from doing so. So it's going to be an interesting time, but we are going to quickly get into the rules and then we will get going. Round 1 is going to work like this. We are going to have 8 questions. You are going to write your answer down on your whiteboard, and you're going to have 20 seconds to answer it. I will specify if you are given more time because the question is a longer answer or has multiple parts. Write your answer down on your whiteboard. Then when the time is up, I will ask you to show your answer and say it. If you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, you don't. At the end of the round, I would say that the person in last place gets eliminated, but that's when we have 5 people, and we only have 4 right now. So, yeah. This round is for fun and mostly just to put you ahead going into the future ones. So, only other thing is you guys have 3 repeats to use for the match, and we are going to get going with our first question, which is, as always, in the category of animated films. What is the name of the main character in the Angry Birds movie?
Why?
Starting off with just a jerk question about a movie. I don't think anyone really liked that much. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we will start with James.
Isn't it just Red?
It is just Red. Adam.
I haven't had the pleasure. I guessed Biz.
That's a good guess. Antonio.
I also guessed Red.
And Ryan.
Rather oxymoronish considering I wrote it in blue, but it is red.
It is Red. Fun fact, all of the other characters in that movie have actual names. Only the main character is named after the color that he is because people are bad at writing films. Your next question comes in the category of horror/thriller. Which director, who has directed several other Stephen King adaptations, directed The Mist? The Mist, of course, being that movie where there's that mist. Not to be confused with that movie where there is fog called The Fog. Because, again, people are bad at writing movies. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pens down, and we will start with Adam.
Frank Darabont.
Is the correct answer. Antonio.
Frank Darabont.
And Ryan.
Yep.
And James.
Frank Darabont.
Boom. And we move on to our third question, which is in the category of comedy.
Haha.
What is the name of the animal that Ace is attempting to find in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective? And when I say the name of the animal, I do not mean what type of animal. I mean the name that the animal is given by its animal parents.
Whoa, wait. Hold on.
I don't think it works like that.
You confused me with that.
That's a joke. This is a joke. I want the name that the character is given to.
Oh, repeat the question.
From Ryan. What is the name of the animal that Ace is attempting to find in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective? I like this movie. It's a fun time.
Hmm.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we will start with Antonio.
All right, it's the Great White Bat, also known as Shikaka.
That is incorrect. Right.
I had to think about this one. Was it Snowflake?
It is Snowflake. James.
If it was given by his parents, wouldn't it just be? I just said Echo the Dolphin.
That is incorrect. And Adam.
Snowflake.
Snowflake. Yeah, Antonio, I think you might have been thinking of the second one.
Right.
That's
Which
why I
actually-
need
Which
confirmation.
actually likes better.
means every player currently has 2 points. This is going to be an interesting match, but again, being in last at the end of this round literally doesn't matter. So your next question in the category of drama: who plays Frederick Treves, the doctor working with John Merrick in The Elephant Man? I watched this for the first time this year, and this movie is fantastic.
David Lynch again.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will start with Ryan.
That'd be Sir Anthony Hopkins.
It would be Sir Anthony Hopkins. James.
Fucking Michael Campbell. It's a John Hurt.
John Hurt plays John Merrick, the Elephant Man.
Yeah.
Adam.
Anthony Hopkins.
That is correct. And Antonio.
Just a total guess, Anthony Hopkins.
Wow, not bad.
Cougar.
James, remember, like, you being behind in this round, it doesn't matter. Your next question is in the category of movie quotes. And this one's a bit of a long one. In what movie will you hear the quote, "Of course I'm not happy. Look at me. I'm a big, fat slob. I've got bigger titties than you do. I've got more chins than a Chinese phone book. I've not seen my willy in 2 years, which is long enough to declare it legally dead." And I do need the exact title of the film.
Oh.
I am probably very wrong then.
We are going to go 5, 4,
Oh, I am very
Really?
wrong.
2, 1. We will start with the man who believes he is very wrong, Mr. James Spence.
I guess the lighthearted Ryan Reynolds film Just Friends.
That is incorrect. Adam
Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me.
is the correct answer. Antonio
Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me.
and Ryan.
Close but no cigar. I said Austin Powers and Goldmember.
Oh, unfortunately, I cannot take it. It is Austin Powers, the Spy Who Shagged Me. Fat bastard. Again, the accent probably would have done wonders for helping you get that answer, but
Are we sure Ryan Reynolds didn't say that?
No, I was definitely Fat Bastard, but I thought he said it in the
definitely
third one.
Fat bastard. All right. Your next question is in the category of scores and soundtracks, or as we all know it goes here on Cameron's Classic, just soundtracks. Hopelessly Devoted to You nomination.
Cameron,
For
you're cutting
what
out.
film?
Sorry.
Yeah, you're kind
I'm cutting out? All right, I will read that again. Hopelessly Devoted to You earned a Best Original Song nomination for what film? I was surprised when I read this. And I won't say why, because that might give things away. I will say why after the answers have been given. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we will start. With Adam.
My Fair Lady.
Is incorrect. Antonio
of Grease.
is the correct answer. Ryan
I don't know why I
What?
thought this. I thought Smokey and the Bandit.
and James.
I am not showing my answer.
The answer is Grease. I was surprised by this because it turns out that a large portion of the songs in the film Grease were not originally in the stage musical.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one.
Your next
Sandra
question.
thinks.
Your next question comes in the category of new releases. At the end of the film Yesterday, Jack triumphantly states that he feels like what fictional character, only to discover that character has been created in the new. I really enjoyed this movie. It is currently in the top 10 for the year.
Oh,
And we are going to go with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll start with Antonio.
Is it Harry Potter?
It is Harry Potter. Ryan
You're not a wizard, Harry. Harry Potter.
and Spence
Today is not my day. I said Jay Gatsby.
and Adam.
I haven't seen it, so I guessed Mr. Kite.
The answer is Harry Potter. He says it after making love to Lily James's character for the first time, and then she says, "Who's that?" And it's a very funny joke.
I'd be the same way.
And your final question: which actress has? Oh, sorry. In the category of actors and actresses, sorry. Which actress has played an astronaut, a futuristic cop, a con artist, and an adoptive mother?
Finally, a fucking question. I know. God.
Man, I just rewatched one of the films that is referenced in this, and
I think you
Still great.
referenced one good movie in that bunch.
4, 3, 2, 1, and we will start with Ryan.
Sandy B. Sandra Bullock.
It is Sandy B. James.
Sandra Bullock.
Adam
Sandra Bullock.
and Antonio.
Sandra Bullock.
And you all are correct. The films are: she plays an astronaut in Gravity. She plays a futuristic cop in Demolition Man. She
Perfect
plays
movie.
an artist in Ocean's 8, and she plays an adoptive mother in The Blind Side.
God, I love
With that, we end our first round, and going home is nobody because there's only 4 of you, and that's how the show works.
Yeah.
Woo! But in
high
the
five,
lead,
everybody.
so in the lead, we have Antonio with a score of 7 points, followed by Ryan and Adam tied with 5, and in last place we have James with 3 points. But none of that matters as we get into round 2. Round number 2 is going to work like this. I've got a wheel with the numbers 1 through 6 on it. So our player in the lead, Antonio, I'm going to need 2 numbers from you between 1 and 6.
2 and 5.
2 and 5. I will go to Adam next. Give me 1 number between 1 and 6.
6.
And then Ryan
I'll take number 3.
and James. You can have either 1 or 4.
Let's do 1. How many
All
points I
right.
have?
So the way this works is I'm going to spin the wheel. If your number comes up, you get to pick the category. But there's one number that no one has chosen. If that comes up, we're going to play the secret category. Now, if the secret category comes up on the wheel, each question is only worth 1 point. But if you choose to take the secret category, then the questions will be worth 2 points. And we shall spin our wheel. And our number we have spun today is number 2, Antonio. Antonio, you are going to get to pick the category for today. Give me 1 second to erase these gosh darn numbers off of this board. So, Antonio, your options for today are you can pick real siblings on the big screen, Canadian films, video game movies, jump around with jump in quotation marks, Leica animation, or if you don't like any of those, you can pick the secret category.
I wanted to pick it before video game movies.
Video game movies.
All right, see you guys.
Today is a
Wait.
historic day. For the
So
first
someone
time,
someone didn't pick it. Oh my
for
god.
the first time in over a month, someone has chosen not the secret category. Praise be. Praise be. But
The
all
lineup
right,
can change.
your category today is video game movies, and your first question is thus: what is the name of the mysterious artifact that the Templars are attempting to retrieve in Assassin's Creed? Antonio is heading to the board. Is he confident and correct, or is he regretting his decision immediately? We will find out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we will start with James.
Apple of Eden.
Is the correct answer. Adam.
Apple of Eden.
Antonio.
Apple of Eden.
And Ryan.
Never saw the movie, so I just called it The Thingy.
The thingy. It is absolutely a thingy, but it is unfortunately the Apple of Eden. It's the same as the games. If you played the games, it's a pretty easy answer to guess.
Never did that either.
Your next question. In Detective Pikachu, Pokemon is revealed to be an informant for Tim's father.
You cut it out there. Can I get it again?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
In Detective Pikachu, what Pokemon is revealed to have been an informant for Tim's father? I really enjoyed this movie. I saw this twice. I saw it once with a really good friend of mine, and I saw it once with a lady.
Oh, is that what happened last week?
That is also what happened last week, but not this peanut butter falcon.
Repeat the question, please.
Repeat from Adam. That is Adam's first repeat. In Detective Pikachu, what Pokemon is revealed to have been an informant for Tim's father? Tim's father, of course, being Pikachu, because we all saw the movie and we all know that the plot of the movie is about a young boy born of a Pikachu solving crimes with his dad, Pikachu.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Or-
We played the game.
3, 2, Danny DeVito should have been Pikachu. 1, with Adam.
Mewtwo.
Is incorrect. Antonio.
Mr. Mime.
It is Mr. Mime. Ryan.
I said Mewtwo as well.
And Spence.
I'm not in last place anymore. It's Mr. Mime.
You are technically tied for last place.
I'm not counting that.
I am. Damn it.
It is Mr. Mime. It's a great scene where they interrogate him and I'm pouring gasoline over this Pokemon and then lighting.
Yeah, it got real dark there.
It gets real dark and very funny. Your next question. Who plays Sergeant Asher Mahonen, leader of the Space Marines in 2005's Doom? Doom, not to be confused with Dune, the upcoming Denis Villeneuve movie / 80s David Lynch masterpiece. I'm so excited for Dune, but that's not what this question's about. 5,
Repeat.
and that is Antonio's first repeat. Who plays Sergeant Asher Mahonen, leader of the Space Marines in 2005's Doom?
Is it pronounced Denis Villeneuve? I mean, you wouldn't know because you're Canadian. I'm sure.
Is what pronounced what?
Isn't it Denis Villeneuve instead of Denis Villeneuve?
Denis Villeneuve, or it depends on if you're speaking with the French accent or not. 5,
What?
4. I'm not from the French part of Canada. 2, 1. We'll start with Antonio.
Is it The Rock?
It is not The Rock. Ryan.
Oh, I did say Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah.
It is not Dwayne The Rock Johnson. James Spence.
Is it Carl Urban?
It is Carl Urban and Adam.
I guess The Rock as well.
All right. It is Carl Urban. It is not The Rock.
So, just to clarify, you said if we had any questions about the wording, it's afterwards, right?
Yes, I did give the character's name.
No, you said he was the leader. Honestly, he wasn't the leader.
Sergeant Asher Mahonen is the leader at one point.
Okay.
I did my research on this, believe me. And your final question in video game movies. Who plays the villainous Prince Nizam in Prince of Persia? Prince of Persia, the Sands of Time, to be ultra specific. I actually like this movie. I think it's fun. Jake Gyllenhaal's fine. You know, it's a little racially insensitive, but other than that, we're good. 5, 4,
Repeat the question.
repeat, and that is James's first repeat. Everyone has now used 1. Who plays the villainous Prince Nizam in Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we will start with Ryan.
I think I second guessed myself into a hole here. I said Tony Cavill.
Is incorrect. James.
I guessed. Oh, I didn't guess Prince Naveen. Damn, my joke's wrong. I just said Pete David.
That is incorrect. Adam
Ben Kingsley.
is correct, and Antonio.
Ben Kingsley.
Ben
He was a
Kingsley
prince.
is correct.
Damn.
Keep reading this.
So we have an interesting situation here. It has been brought to my attention that I was maybe fully wrong on a question earlier in this round. It has come to my attention that I, even giving the character name and giving the description of someone, put the incorrect answer, and that Asher Mahonen is played by The Rock and not Carl Urban.
Fuck!
That's really
So James will be losing 1 point, and Adam, Antonio, and Ryan will all be gaining.
all right.
I am
See you guys.
It's all right. I just was curious. That's why I was like, wait.
You called it, and I'm like, I need to check this because I know Urban is at one point the leader, but
Yeah, when everyone else has died off.
the
And
name,
Right.
the name is the wrong
He's like
person.
he's the commanding officer, The Rock.
So with that being said, at the end of this round, that has no controversy to it whatsoever. We have
I was doing
Antonio,
so
the
fucking
lead.
well.
Antonio in the lead with 11 points, followed by Adam with 8, followed by Ryan with 6, and James with 5 points. Unfortunately, will be
Fuck you, Ben Kingsley, and fuck you, The Rock.
I am very, very sorry about that. James, it's been a pleasure having you. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to send you away. Take care.
Do you still need me for scorekeeping?
I got it, my friend. I got it.
Okay, sweet. Fuck video game movies.
That's what I meant to do. I meant to click away on James, then he vanished, and it made me make him full screen instead. All right, we go into the final round. Round number 3 works like this. If you get the question right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, you lose a point. We go until either we are out of questions or one player has mathematically eliminated the rest. You guys each have 2 repeats left. Yeah, you guys ready to go?
Let's do it.
May as well ever be.
All right. Your first question is in the category of comedy movies. In what film does Ryan Gosling's character enter a strange relationship with Bianca? That is the full question. That's all you're getting. And for those wondering, yes, this counts as a comment. I had to watch this movie for school. And if I tell you what class I watched it in, you'd be surprised. 5, 4, 3,
Repeat the question.
and that is Ryan's second. You got one left. In what film does Ryan Gosling's character enter a strange relationship with Bianca? I literally, like, this is the only way I could phrase this question. That is all I will say. Any other way of phrasing it would absolutely incite a challenge. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll start with Adam.
Lars and the Real Girl.
Lars and the Real Girl is the correct answer. I couldn't say a woman named Bianca because she's not a woman, and that would for sure get very, very bad. Antonio
Lars and the Real Girl.
and Ryan.
Obviously, I don't have it. Go on. Damn.
Yeah, I no joke had to watch this movie for a religious studies class in high school. Yeah, we were talking about ethics, and for some reason our teacher was like, "We're gonna watch this," and I didn't understand why, but I mean, we didn't have to write a paper on it, so that's nice. Our next question.
Well, wait, doesn't
in
that
the
mathematically
category.
take me out?
I don't believe it does.
Because Antonio should have 12 by now.
You're feeling.
All right.
Antonio's at 12. You're at 5.
Okay.
So if Antonio gets all of these wrong and you get all of these right, you can win. But our next question is in the category of the Oscars. What was the first film to win Best Picture after the Academy allowed for up to 10 nominees sometime in the 2000s? It's a tricky question. You got to remember the year that they did that and what won in that year. We're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Ryan. And we will start with Antonio.
Let's guess The Departed.
Is incorrect, Ryan.
Even though it doesn't look it, it says Lord of the Rings, Return of the King.
Is incorrect, and Adam.
The Hurt Locker.
The Hurt Locker is the correct answer.
Oof. Nice pull, Adam.
Which I believe with that, now Ryan has been officially eliminated.
Yep.
Ryan, if you want to stay on and just keep watch, that's cool. But
Oh, yeah. I'll watch.
if you want to keep answering questions, that's also fine and play for score, but you cannot win. So, yeah. Question number 3 comes in the category of horror films. What is the name of the sequel to An American Werewolf in London? Ryan looking exasperated because he seems to know the answer to this one. Unfortunately, it is too little too late for the man. And we will give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we will start with Adam.
An American Werewolf in Paris.
And Antonio.
An American Werewolf in Paris.
Alrighty. Let me just check the score here. All right, so currently the score is 12 for Antonio, and Adam has 11, so this is a very close game. We've got 2 questions left. Let's see what happens. Our next question is in the category of sci-fi films. In the film Soylent Green, the Soylent Company originally claims that Soylent Green is made out of what? We all know what it's actually made of, probably. I would think we all know this. It's a very famous quote. But what do they say it's made of? What's the lie? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Antonio.
People.
The entire secret is that it is made out of people.
Yeah.
Though, and Adam,
Plants.
it is not plants. The answer is plankton.
Ooh.
It is plankton from the sea. So, with a 1 point difference, we go into our final question. So, if Antonio gets this right, he wins. If both of them get it wrong, that Antonio wins. But if Antonio gets it wrong and Adam gets it right, then Adam will win the game. Your final question comes in the category of 80s movies. In planes, trains, and automobiles, what specific item does traveling salesman Del Griffith sell? And I will remind you, Antonio and Adam, you each have 2 repeats left. And for those wondering in the live chat that are asking, plankton is not a plant, so no. And 5.
Repeat.
4. Adam's first repeat on this question. I have a feeling we could go through all 4 guys' repeats. In trains and automobiles, what specific item does traveling salesman Del Griffith sell? I have never seen this film. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I see Ryan saying what off screen, muted, and I've never seen it. We don't do American Thanksgiving in Canada. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Adam
Ties.
and Antonio.
Never saw it either. Watches.
And your winner with a score of 10 points, Antonio.
Oh.
Says the answer is that he sells shower curtain rings.
That's right.
There's a reason I said be very specific on it.
Wow.
Antonio, you finally got your second win. You've been playing. You got your first one, like 2, maybe 3 weeks ago, and now you get your second one, which means you've qualified for the Classic Championship Tournament. How does it feel?
It feels good. It was touch and go for a bit with the Soylent Green and this one. I'm like, I keep telling myself I need to watch this damn movie, but otherwise, I'm just glad to come out with the win.
Absolutely. Adam, second time playing, it was a 1 point difference. You were so close. Just barely missed, but you still did great. You ended with 9 points, and that's a pretty good score. How does it feel?
Even if I lose, I just want to make it competitive. I know how good Antonio is, so to come out 1 point shy, I can live with it.
Absolutely. And in third place, we had Ryan, the Real Ordeal O'Regan. Ryan, you made it to the third round. That's always something to be really happy about. How are you feeling?
Yeah. Thank God for technicalities on Dwayne The Rock Johnson. But no, I definitely shat the bed when it came to video game movies. But seeing Adam and Antonio be able to riff off the answers they did, I'm humbled, to say the least. I can go ahead and tout that win I had a couple of weeks ago as much as I want to, but seeing these guys, it's like it brings perspective to how rich and deep the roster is for Full Metal, whether it be classic or anything else. So thankfully, if Antonio's going into the snowball or whatever, or if Adam gets to do it at some point, I can definitely see them dominating. That's how impressed I am.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, you're still only 1 win away. You've still got 3 weeks left where you can qualify. And the rules have changed now. So if you play, you can sign up right away a week later. If you won, in this case, it doesn't really apply because Antonio has 2 wins, so he is now competed. So to Adam and Ryan, you guys cannot compete this Thursday, but if you want to sign up to compete next Sunday again, absolutely go right ahead. But with that, we are going to bring an end to today's episode. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I have been Cameron Holzman, and on behalf of Antonio Chavez, Adam Collins, Ryan Real Ordeal O'Regan, and James Spence, and Joe Harrison, who unfortunately couldn't be here today. Thanks for watching. Have a good afternoon, everybody.
Hasta.